Hey, what is going on, Guardians? Nem with Planet Destiny here, and it's Friday, which means that Xur is back in the world of Destiny, and this week he's located on Nessus, right over here in this Watcher's Grave, right by Warner 9940. So, let's go ahead and make our way towards our favorite exotic vendor, and see if he brought any good exotics this week. Last week he brought the monstrosity that was hand cannon targeting, enhanced hand cannon targeting, and 1-8 mass for the Titans. So kind of hoping it's nothing as scary as that. So he's gonna be right back here where all the treasure chests are. So let's go ahead and take a look at what he has in store for us. Oh, okay. Wow, finally. Okay, starting off with the Colony grenade launcher, ACT/0 feedback fence for the Titans, Shards of GALANOR for the Hunters. I don't believe he's sold these yet, so that's awesome. And finally, chromatic fire for the Warlocks. Now let's go ahead and start off with the Colony grenade launcher and its insectoid robot grenades. This weapon's grenades are insectoid robots that chase targets and explode close to them, and serve the Colony is basically auto-loading holster. Insectoid robot grenades quickly repopulate the magazine from reserves while the Colony is unequipped. Now the Colony was actually still is a pretty decent grenade launcher to use if you're trying to go for the mountaintop, just because you can get like maybe those double kills relatively quick. So if you haven't picked it up, it's a silly fun grenade launcher. Like, I actually really enjoy the Colony. Moving on, feedback fence for the Titans with its Fury Conductor's intrinsic perk. Melee kills build energy. Being struck by a melee attack reduces incoming damage and unleashes the energy in a devastating explosion. These are actually they're kind of fun in PvP. They're kind of one of those exotics that are, it's not for everyone, so it just requires like a certain play style. But they're pretty fun. I've used them from time to time. You can get some silly kills with the feedback fences. As far as perks, we have pulse rifle, sidearm loader, momentum transfer, sniper rifle scavenger, and machine gun scavenger. Shards of GALANOR for the Hunters with its sharp edges intrinsic perk. Hits and kills with blade barrage will return super energy after the super ends. Bow reloader, enhanced impact induction, and enhanced hand cannon loader. These are actually really solid with rocket launcher scavenger and sniper rifle scavenger. So let's talk about the Shards of GALANOR real fast, guys. The Shards of GALANOR, along with a couple of other exotics that return super, they were recently nerfed and they don't return as much super as they once did. They're still rewarding to use in terms of gameplay, because anything that will give you back your super regardless it's pretty great. Now, these stand out in two different game types. They stand out in Mayhem and they stand out in Gambit Classic, so traditional Gambit. One of the reasoning why in Gambit is in Mayhem as well, when you're in the third round of Gambit, where it's basically just a race to kill the primeval, they act like they do in Mayhem. So any explosion or any kill that you get with them will basically immediately give you back super energy, like all the way back. It'll refill entirely. So they're kind of bugged in the good sense of the word. So you can, if you manage to get consecutive hits with Shards of GALANOR, you get your super back, and as long as you don't die in between you getting your super back, you're just continuously going to get super back. So again, this only works in the third round on a traditional Gambit match or in Mayhem. So pick these up if you're still waiting for these to drop. There you go. And finally, chromatic fire for the Warlocks. With its crystalline transistor intrinsic perk, precision kills with your kinetic weapon create an explosion in the element of your equipped subclass. We have unflinching fusion rifle aim, hand cannon aim, and sniper rifle aim, which is solid perks. I dig them. Bow reserves I could live without because I don't use bows. Special ammo finder is alright in PvE. Chromatic fire is one of those exotics that, again, they're very much of a niche exotic. I personally don't use this a lot, while it does have, you know, situational benefits in the Crucible. So if like you manage to get a kill and the firefly or dragonfly explosion of the chromatic fire will kill anybody who's around that person that's low enough to do so. But personally, my go-to PvP exotic right now is my Astrocyte Verse. So personally, I wouldn't replace my Astrocyte Verse with a chromatic fire, but you know, that is entirely up to you. It's a fun exotic. It's really cool. I wouldn't skip out on it though if you don't have it. And of course, we have the Fated Engram, which again, you know, let's see if we can get a piece of armor. I feel like I'm in a safe spot for legendaries. No, we're gonna get Skyburner's Oath because Nim is literally never allowed to get armor from these. And finally, we have the Five of Swords consumable challenge card, which is what gives you additional modifiers for the Nightfall if you're chasing that elusive 100. Well, not so really elusive 100k anymore. Or if you need to go for the 200k for the Solstice of Heroes armor for the Masterwork, and you don't have this, you're gonna want to pick it up. And if you're still working on the Zur bounties, they're going to be down here. But that is going to be all for us this week, Guardians. Zur's inventory wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Last week's was still very much a jaw-dropping inventory. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.